Hello and welcome to Lightwaves by todderbert. If you enjoy reviews of flashlights, rechargeable lanterns, and other portable light sources, then make sure to subscribe and tap the bell icon so you don't miss any of my most awesome videos. In front of us we have the ThruNite TH30 V2. This is an 18650 powered high output multi-purpose headlamp. I got this off Amazon for a total of $69.95 retail with a 15% off coupon, bringing the price down to a nice $59. Yes, $59 is a premium price tag, but it's a cool flashlight, and I've spent more on radios, as you guys know. So let's check out the box. ThruNite, it's pretty basic. Get yourself a QR code there to the website. On this side here, got their address, model, and I got the neutral white. I actually like the neutral white on some of my flashlights, especially the headlamp versions, because they're for inspection mainly, and they look good. So I took everything out of the box to make it easy, so let's see what we get. First thing here, we get a really nice headband, ThruNite branded. This is kind of nice. It goes around the head and over the top for support. It's got two rubber rings here to hold it into place, and it doesn't go anywhere. So when you position it, it stays put. So pretty nice to see this. Very nice. Okay. Next, we got some little parts. I'll bring the flashlight front and center. We got two extra O-rings and a charging port jacket there, an extra jacket. Nice. So I guess that could break or you could lose that. All right. We get a charging cable. It is a USB to Type-C. I'd love to see Type-C. That's normal now, it seems like, on most flashlights. If they're larger, I've noticed the smaller flashlights still use the micro USB, but Type-C, not bad. Give you the cable. Next, we have the manual. So here's the manual. It comes with multiple languages. This is always a hassle to open up on camera. I'll see what I can do. So the bottom part here is English. There you go, user manual. Let's just see if we can't get this thing opened easily. And we'll just use the bottom portion. So the top of this page pretty much talks about the flashlight. Top's the second generation LED, nice. Outputs up to 3,320 lumens. Nice. You get to see that in action. I took it outside to see how far I could reach with that. Even though it's not much of a throw at 170 meters, it was still fun. There's some technical parameters or parameters. I hear it saying different ways, especially on YouTube. It's pretty funny. So there's your modes: turbo, high, medium, medium, low. That's interesting. Low and FireFly SOS, nice. And then they got the power capacity, so when you turn it on, it has a little LED on top. If it's blue, you're good. You're down to 20%, it turns red. Down to 10%, starts flashing red. Means you're in trouble, you better get it on a charger fast. Operation guide here, turning on and off, changing modes. Okay, pretty simple. It's got a memory mode, I like that. Low power indication. When 10%, it blinks 3 times, beautiful. Rechargeable function, nice. So one thing I noticed, it doesn't have a lockout feature. So that isn't really a big deal if you're wearing it on your head, because it would be pretty hard to turn it on unless you bump into something or change modes. But if you're wearing it like on your belt or on your vest, I guess you could bump it by accident. So if you're worried, probably just loosen the bottom cap a quarter turn. So, okay, we're done with those. Here's get to the flashlight, the ThruNite. I really like these headlamps. They're awesome. Let's go over dimensions and we'll do a little size comparison here. So up close and personal, lengthwise, we have 4¼ inches or 108 millimeters. Head diameter is 1 inch or 25 millimeters. Tail diameter is 15/16 of an inch or 24 millimeters. So just under an inch. Of course, it does stand, which is beautiful. Gotta love that. And it is non-magnetic, so there is no magnet to the base here. So that's nice. Some people like that. There's no magnet to that. This weighs about 70 grams without the battery and add about 40 to 45 grams for the battery. It uses a standard protected button top, and I'll show it to you in a moment. So let's do a quick size comparison here. So we'll lay this out front, bring this up a little bit. So I have a flat top 18650. It actually runs on a protected button top, but this gives you for illustration purposes. They do recommend using a battery that discharges up to 10 amps, so you can get the, I think a little over 10 amps, so you can get the high luminosity. If you notice your protected button top, this is what they use. If you notice it's not giving you that turbo feature, you may have to invest in a battery that can give you extra amperage. So if you find you're having difficulty hitting turbo, you can hit turbo with this one. I can most of the time, but you might want to invest in a cell that can provide, say, 20 amps. That would be the way to go. I'm not sure what the Sony is. I think it's like a 15 amp. So there you go. Let's see what else. I got a competitor. I have the Army Tech C2. This is the Wizard Pro model. This thing's bad ass. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. You can get this for $89.95 on Amazon. It has a total of 9 different lighting modes, 3 turbos, 3 mains, and 3 FireFly modes. It's pretty cool. I'll compare a little bit to the ThruNite, but it is $90. Next, we have a AA battery. And then to round out my size comparison, I have a standard ThruNite everyday carry. This is their high output TC15 version 3. So it's a little longer there. Yeah, I like this flashlight a lot. This is a bad boy as well. Similar clip too, by the way, if you noticed. Nice. Reversible. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about features of the TH30. Yeah, there's quite a bit to it. Let's get to it there. All right, so the front there, you can see it's got a toughened glass lens with an anti-reflective coating. We have an orange peel reflector, and down below, our LED is a monster XHP 70.2, and that's in neutral white. That's to give us that 3,320 lumen rating. Without that big LED, it isn't going to happen. Without a big battery or high amperage support, it's not going to happen as well. But it does work on this flashlight, so it is awesome. Though you won't run that turbo mode often, but it's there in an emergency, pretty much is what you'd use it for. Not for everyday use, that is for sure. So yeah, that's neat. The body is your typical 6061 aircraft grade aluminum alloy with a Type 3 hard anodized finish. You can see how they got cooling fins cut into the body. Okay, that's pretty neat how they did that. Nice little grip. It's not overly done. I do like that it's not as aggressive. I do like how they made these little notches here and in smooth areas. It's nice. Definitely cool. There's your belt clip, reversible, handy if you want to clip it to something else, and then or your belt or vest. I have it turned on an angle. That's so it sits on the table nicely. So yeah, it has a Type-C charging port right up here. You just peel back this corner, and it reveals the jack. There you go. It says it's IPX8 waterproof. This is a pretty weak looking jacket. I don't know if I'd subject it to that submersion, 2 meters at 30 minutes. But the jacket itself might be protected, so I think that's how they get the IPX8 water resistance. But yeah, you charge it. It's this light on top turns blue when it's done and red while it's charging. That's nice. Another cool feature is while you're charging this, if you like say you have it mounted to a bicycle or you have a headlamp with a power bank attached to it, you'll have low and FireFly modes available to you. You don't have turbo, you won't have high or medium low, but you will have low and FireFly. I thought that was kind of nice. At least you still have modes while you're charging the flashlight. Definitely cool. So yeah, let's check out the switch. Up on top here, one click turns it on, one click turns it off. If you notice, it turned blue. That's saying it's good. Remember that 100% to 20%. Turns red, time to charge. So press it on, and then you can cycle the modes here by pressing hold. And you'll have a few modes. So you got 4. So it's cycling from low, medium, and high. Okay. It remembers last setting too when you turn it off. So if we cycle, we'll turn it on. Actually, cycle it up to high. And then we'll turn it off. Turn it back on. It remembers high. Nice. And of course, press and hold. You got FireFly mode. This is 1/3 of a lumen, and this will run for, I believe, 29 days. That's awesome. Now, the Army Tech has a FireFly mode that runs 200 days at 1/10 of a lumen. It's pretty interesting. So I'll show it to you. So there we go. So yeah, turn it out. Let's cycle to low for our demo. And I got my little Iron Man cards. Sweet. So it has hidden feature. It has strobe. So I believe 3 clicks. Okay, so not strobe, SOS mode, excuse me. Some flashlights have strobe. This has SOS. That's all you get. So not bad. It's there. You also have your turbo from off or on. Double tap. And now we're blazing at 3,320 lumens. Not going to leave that on too long because it's pretty bright and it gets warm very quickly in the hand. So it's IPX8 waterproof, like I mentioned, 1.5 meter drop resistant. So yeah, I think I covered most everything. There's no lockout mode. Like I said, just turn the bottom. Yeah, and then that'll be your lockout. Just turn the bottom. And it's easy to turn the bottom. It's got kind of a grip feature to it. And then we'll show you the battery inside. And then we're going to go show you some pictures in the garage of this in action and outside. So here's your battery. The times I give you is rated on this battery. 3100 milliamp hour, protected button top. Again, if you're having issues entering turbo, you might have to get a different battery type. I believe this will run on a flat top. Should. Let me just pop it in there and see. I didn't check to see if it runs on a flat top. It should though. And this is nice, so if you need to enter your turbo, now this battery needs to be charged, but yeah, it will work on a flat top. Yeah. Awesome. Okay. So we're going to put the ThruNites back in there. So it's nice to do provide us with a nice battery. Full length, as you can tell there with that protected cell. It does add some length to it. So I'm going to line this up. I don't want to cross-thread anything. Okay, so let's jump over to the garage, look at some pics, show you that little mini video. We'll do a quick bench comparison, and we'll do some final thoughts. So let's head to the garage. So here I am, 15 feet away from the garage door. Lights on turbo. It's lighting everything up. This is 3,320 lumens. Expected to run for 2 minutes at this level. Then it'll throttle down to 853 lumens and will run about 110 minutes. Expect a range of about 170 meters. It is pretty cool running this mode, but it's really for like emergencies. Next picture, we're on high. This is pretty bright as well. This is 1,256 lumens. Expected to run 4.5 minutes at this level. It will throttle down to 867 lumens, and it'll run about 111 minutes. I don't know where they get these odd numbered lumens. Usually, I like nice round numbers, but that's how they do it. Next picture, we're on medium, 345 lumens. This will run about 5 hours. This actually is a good setting if you're walking the dogs. You just aim your light downwards towards the sidewalk so you can see what's in front of you. And yeah, you get 5 hours of walking time. That's pretty good at medium level. This lights up the area nicely. Next picture is medium low. This is 131 lumens. Expect to run about 13 hours. This is a good inspection type setting, 131 lumens. This last picture, we're on low. This is 30 lumens. Expected to run about 55 hours. This is a good mode if you're running in your tent or small area, tabletop, looking at your radios. Yep, we're going to look at some radios. So that's a good setting. So now we're going to head outside, show you a video of this flashlight in action. You're going to see distances around 30 to 50 feet, maybe 100 feet. You might be able to pick up the tree way in the background. If you do, great. I wasn't able to see it while I was filming it, but you might be able to see it in the video. So let's go look at that. Okay, I'm outside with the ThruNite TH30 version 2, and right now it's on medium. And medium is really floody, and this is 345 lumens. You just make out that archway out there about 30 feet away, but this light definitely is all about flood. Close-up inspection. Okay, we're going to go to high mode, which is 1,256 lumens. There we are. There's the archway 30 feet away. Across from that is a tree that's lighting up, and that is about 40 feet away. Okay, now we're going to go to turbo. See what kind of distance we'll get. Now they say a turbo is a throw of 170 meters. The lumen output is 3,320, so let's go ahead and do that. There we go, now we're on turbo. So archway 30 feet away. We have a tree 40 feet away. Other tree is 45 feet away. And then down a ways is a tree about 100 feet. There you go, got a car coming in our walkway. Yes, pretty powerful little light here. Gotta love that. Lots of flood. I mean, it's all about flood. Nice even beam. Yeah, it generates an awesome beam, as you saw there, especially on turbo. It looks fantastic outside. liking that. Just got to watch out for oncoming cars and things like that. I always got to worry about that. So, okay, let's do a quick demonstration with this light. So let's make sure we're on the low position. So low on this light, again, is 30 lumens running for 55 hours. The low setting on the Army Tech, I think I got it set on that, is mode 1. It's 45 lumens, and this will run for a total of 43 hours. So make sure I'm on the first one. Yeah, there we are. So, yeah, let's aim them at each other. It's a war. War, it's on. Put the cards there just for color rendition. It kind of helps. I'll bring this up a little bit. Okay, I'm going to turn the lights off. Just get an idea of close-up spot. Yeah, the RFI, radio frequency interference, on this one, expected on the low power modes within 8 inches of the radio's antenna. And that's on medium wave. FM and airband and all that's not affected. So something to keep in mind. Most of the time you can stay about a foot away easily tuning your radio. Say you got a Texan PL330. You could easily stay this distance without affecting the medium wave. But if you're up close and you're towards the top of the radio where the antenna resides for the medium wave, you're going to pick up a buzz from the flashlight. But it does illuminate nicely at this low level at 30 lumens. And of course, I can go into FireFly, which we'll do in a moment. So let's look at these two flashlights. We got them running. Bring them in. Now, the Wizard definitely is cool white. I ordered that in cool white. It has a 2500 lumen high. So not clearly as high as this one, but it does have 3 different turbo modes, which is pretty exciting. So yeah, there you go for beam pattern. Beam patterns look pretty good. I compared them against a wall, and they looked about the same. So no hard edges, nice and soft, as you can see. Color rendition on the ThruNite's much better, of course, because it is neutral white. It seems to be even a softer beam. Get a little more of a spot with the Wizard. So there we go. All right, so I'm going to turn off the Wizard. Okay, so let's go ahead and cycle this modes. I want to go to FireFly, so press and hold. So there it is. Yeah, it's at 1/3 of a lumen. So we can bring our radio back in. And you can illuminate the buttons. You pretty much make them out. I guess you'd have to get a little close. You might get a little buzzing, but if you go towards from the bottom of the radio, you'll be fine. I don't know if it's coming into focus at 1/3 of a lumen, but it is useful close quarters. So if you're trying to read something, your night vision is in effect, you'll have no problem. So let's go ahead and see that radio out. Looks cool. Let's aim this at the ceiling. Okay, I'm gonna switch modes. This is the low mode, 30 lumens. We're gonna go up 131 lumens, 345, 1256, and then turbo. This is 3320, lighting up everything. It's like daylight in here. It's like I'm shining like 500-watt bulbs together. It's fantastic. And it's getting hot in my hand, so I'm gonna bring it on down. That's high. Back to low. You can see the 4 different cycles there. Nice. All right, so let's do some final thoughts on the TH30 version 2. Okay, let me go ahead and turn my lights back on. Yeah, so a decent companion for your radios, especially on low setting. I would use low probably with the 30 lumens. That'll light up the radio nicely. As you can see, no issues. Plus a nice warm color. I'm liking it. And like I said, this distance, you're not going to worry about any kind of buzzing on the radio. You shouldn't. Let's see what we're tuned to. Oh, that's shortwave. So we can change the band on this radio to the medium wave. And you can hear, let's see if I can. So it only affects it when you put it right against the top. There you go. So there you go. That gives you an idea about how it affects a radio in action. You gotta be right next to that antenna. Alright, so cool. Okay, let's do final thoughts on this bad boy. I love headlamps. I think it's awesome. Definitely, they're just great multi-purpose lights. You guys ask yourself, what you like better. I got these two here. We're just gonna go over them real quick, and then yeah. So with ThruNite, it's gonna be a better value. At 59 bucks, yeah, this thing this thing does everything you need it to do. Comes with a nice headband. So does the Wizard. The Wizard has this really cool, like almost like a matte black finish. I really like that. It has a ton of modes, but it's really hard to remember how to access them unless you use the light quite a bit. And it has its lockout similar where you just turn the bottom. But it has a mag base and it has magnetic charging. Some people like that, some people hate it. I don't mind with the jack plugging it in. That's easy, convenient, done. You can leave this plugged in. You can even carry like an external headband power bank to power it. That's kind of fun. So I do like that aspect of the ThruNite. I do like the fact that it's 30 bucks less. That's the better thing. But if you need a lot of settings, this is the one to go with. Like I said, it has 3 different turbos, 2500, 1750, 870 lumens. Then it has those 3 main modes, 370, 160, 45. Then it has 3 FireFly modes. It has 6, 1.5, and 1/10 of a lumen. So if you're interested in something like this, I'll have links to this flashlight. You can check it out. But if you're a ThruNite fan, you're going to love the TH30 version 2. This thing is just absolutely amazing. I love the fact you can get it in cool white if you're a fan, or you can get it in neutral white. So it definitely gets a recommended buy. It is a premium flashlight, but again, we buy premium radios. This radio costs more than this flashlight. And this flashlight's probably going to last longer, my guess. It's built pretty tough. I do like the design. They did a great job. Good job, ThruNite. And yeah, definitely recommended. Doof, todderbert approves. Give me a big like. You guys are the best. Support the channel. I'll have links to this flashlight down below. If you click the Amazon link, you know how that works, affiliate. You get your flashlight in the mail. Didn't cost you any more or less. And yeah, well, less would be nice. If I get some coupon codes, I'll add them. But if you get this flashlight, then a little kickback, I get like 2%. So I might make $1. So awesome. You guys are the best. 2, if you like ThruNite products and want to see more, subscribe at the bell icon. And 3, comment below what you think about the ThruNite in action. Did you like it outside? Would you use this inspection work? Would you wear it as a headlamp, or would you wear it as a multi-purpose light? Everyday carry. I like the everyday carry aspect of it myself. I rarely like to put things on the head for the headlamp unless I'm working on a project like a motor in a car. Things like that would help. So there you go. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Take care, and we'll see you in my next video.